Stars fall again. Seems that we're going through a little bit of a rough patch. Dobie makes his return tonight after, being scratched, and the second guy for Ottinger 2 games in a row. Yeah, Stars are looking to get back in the win column after not doing hot. Really since the road trip. Let's just get right into her. Dallas definitely started this one a little bit better than, the last time they played Carolina. Carolina does come in on a 2-on-1, and it ends up hopping right over Niederreiter's stick, so he doesn't get the shot off. Then we go all the way to 8 minutes left in the first. Carolina gets a power play, but nothing comes off it. And after that, Dallas goes on a power play. And Hintz comes flying in, dangles out the defender, tries to get one, tuck one backhand past Reimer. Reimer denies that. And Carolina gets another power play. And it's kind of bouncing around in the zone, and Stahl backhand taps it to Aho, who roofs it past Dobie. And it's 1-0 Carolina. Lindell was almost there. He was probably a few inches from getting a skate in the way, but wasn't able to. And then late in the first period, Dallas gets another power play. Pavelski feeds it up front for Hintz, gets a shot on. Reimer denies it. That takes us to the second, carrying over a little over half of the power play. Nothing does come out of it. As it's ending though, Stars rush up, get a couple good looks on Reimer, but again, he continues to say no. But that doesn't deter the Stars, they keep going. Robertson has it in the corner, skates out, drops it for Pysyk, who bodies off Martinook, comes to the net, takes a shot short side on Reimer, picks up his own rebound, and Mark Pysyk. Sorry, I got a little excited. Mark Pysyk picks up his first as a Star. It was a good effort. Robertson continues to look good as, he dropped it off for Pysyk, and Pysyk powered his way through Martinook, drove the net after he created himself some space, and just followed up his own rebound and put it in the net. It's pretty nice to see. You could tell he was pretty happy to get his first as a Star. He's pretty fired up, so that's good. Carolina comes in off that face-off. They do a little bit of work, and Svechnikov gives a feed to Jordan Stahl, who takes a diving shot. Yes, he literally was like, oh! Taps it past Dobie. Now it's 2-1, like 30 seconds after the Stars tied it. The Stars then come in shortly after, and Robertson has it behind the net, wraps it around off the pad of Reimer. Hintz comes flying in with speed, picks up that rebound, puts it home. It's 2-2. Oh, but wait a second. Como did a little extra deke right at the blue line. Robertson was kind of close. Carolina decides to challenge for offside. Upon the replay, with Como making that extra move, it did end up putting Robertson offside, so Hintz's goal is wiped off the table. So we're back to 2-1, and Carolina gets it deep into the zone, and then they get the puck to Gurianov, who flies up the wing, and then Hintz says, "Yeah, I'm coming with you," who continues flying. Gurianov cuts to the middle, feeds it to Hintz, who puts it in and said, "Take this one away from me, I dare ya." Good luck with it. Nothing wrong with this goal. Hintz, beautiful. He went to, get that quick wrist shot on. Defender got the stick in front of it, so he just picked up the puck and took it to the backhand, dangled around Reimer, put it in the net. Now it is for real 2-2. Dallas does then get onto a 5-on-3. And I remember thinking to myself, if they don't score here, I don't think they're going to win. And they work it around. They get it to Pavelski, who gets his one-timer from the side of the net, puts it past Reimer. The Stars take the 3-2 lead. This is also like the third game in a row the Stars have been in with a goal called back. 2 in a row that they've had a goal called back, because there was Chicago to Brinkett, and then there was Chicago. Jamie Benn, he got his goal called back in game 2 in Chicago, and now Hintz got his called back. And Carolina looking for that late equalizer in the second. They're pushing really hard, working it around. They're throwing on from the point, and Dobie playing pretty far out. He let out a decently juicy rebound. Carolina ties it with 23 seconds left to go in the second. So now we go into the third, 3-3. About 4 minutes in, Carolina sends Nino Niederreiter in on a breakaway, and he absolutely undressed Dobie. He faked the backhand. Dobie fully bit and just could never recover. And yeah, Nino gets another one. Now it's 4-3. But we still got like 16 minutes left. Just under 16 minutes left. So like there is time. But this game has seen a lot of adversity. Dallas would push, put shots on, unable to find another one past Reimer. So then we get into the final minute. Stars have Dobie pulled. Carolina has it deep. They get the puck, and they get the empty netter. So now it's 5-3, and it's pretty much a done deal game. Carolina comes out with the win in this one. They've now won 3 against Dallas. Starting to get a little concerned because we don't have a full season to make up for like the fall. We got lucky at the end of the last season, in my opinion, when the season got cut short on our 6-game losing skid. I just really hope that this gets figured out soon enough that it doesn't cost us. Let's get into the stats. James Reimer gets the win. He saved 34 of 37. He looked pretty good in this one. He had a .919 save percentage. And Anton Hudobin, who since the homestand hasn't looked great, and now I'm starting to wonder if all the critics coming into this season talking about how, sure he was great in the playoff run, but he's never like been a starter. So, and like the one time that he tried back in Carolina didn't go so well. So people were saying that they don't think he's gonna have a good season, and now it's starting to kind of look that way. Hopefully that isn't the case. Hopefully it's just just a rough patch in this season. But I guess time's gonna tell with that. He ended up saving 27 of 31 for an .871 save percentage. The shots on goal in the first were 13-9 in favor of Carolina. And the second, they were 18-10 in favor of Dallas. And then we get to the third, and the shots were 10-9 for Dallas. So this was a way better shot game than that 11-shot performance we saw in the first game versus Carolina this season. Still, I guess, wasn't enough tonight. The face-offs. Dallas had 34. Carolina had 39. So Carolina just edged Dallas out there. The power plays, Carolina went 1 for 3 and Dallas went 1 for 5. The hits were 39 for Dallas to Carolina's 19. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of noticed that while watching the game. Started seeing pretty physical. Jamie and Jordan Stahl, like Jamie Benn and Jordan Stahl, see they were kind of going after each other. There was one shift. I think Jamie hit Jordan, then Jordan hit Jamie, and then Jamie hit Jordan, and then Jamie hit Jordan, all within like 15 seconds. That obviously goes back a bit to game 2 when Jamie took Jordan out of the game for a bit. I think you probably already know who my star of the game is going to be. He's looked really good in the last few. He seems to be doing whatever he can to try and help get the Stars a win. He's been flying. He's been putting pucks in the net, even though I got one taken away. Yes, I'm talking about Rupe Haynes. He's looked really good in the last few games. He scored 3 goals in the last 2. 1 did get called back, but he's looked really good and really confident, and he's flying. And I forgot how much he could fly. Like, you didn't see it near as much in the playoffs, and we did find out, he had a broken foot that he was playing with for a while there. He was just getting it frozen. I guess that's maybe why I kind of forgot about it a little bit. It's because he wasn't able to fully utilize that because he wasn't 100%. But like I said, he's looking a lot better now. He's flying. It's awesome. And him and Gurionov together, they create a lot just purely on their speed, which is pretty cool. And I really liked Robertson with them tonight. I think he did a really good job with them and keeping pace, and he also played another good game. But I do have to give it to Hintz. And that being said, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything that I missed or that you would like to add or build on, or give your point of view, drop that down in the comments below. Start a discussion on it. If you enjoyed the video, smash that thumbs up button. hit that subscribe button with that little notification so you can be notified when I post. And I will talk to you after the next one in Carolina. But before I forget, don't forget to go check out my Twitter. Link to that's down in the description.